Hey, good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to the press conference for Iga Swiatek. As always, please raise your hand if you'd like to ask a question. Iga, nice win this afternoon. Could you just run us through the match today?
Yeah, for sure. I'm happy with the match. From the beginning, I felt like I can just play my tennis and push my opponent. Yeah, it got more even in the second set, and I was, just willing to keep my serve and close it. But even though it was, yeah, like the score was tight, I'm happy that I broke in the last game, and that's it.
Really?
Iga, how would you describe your experiences at Wimbledon before this year and your feeling now on reaching your first semifinal?
Well, I still feel like in 2023 I had a great tournament, and I was playing good tennis, but obviously it wasn't enough to go further. And this year, yeah, I mean, I feel like I developed as a player, and I had time to practice a little bit more, and match by match my confidence for sure went up, so that I can use it on this championship.
And the emotions on reaching the semifinal for the first time?
Just happy with the work that I've been doing, and proud of myself, yeah.
Just here at the front.
Yeah, and congrats.
Thank you.
You just said it, you had more time to practice this year on grass, and I just wondered what sectors of your game in particular did you work on, and do you see any results of all this work and these weeks of preparation here at Wimbledon?
I would say we mainly focused on my movement and how I should stop, before hitting the ball. Also, just on fast hands, because obviously it's important, here not to stop the movements, even though the ball sometimes is fast, and the serve.
Okay, Rob?
Iga, how much admiration do you have for your next opponent, who 15 months ago had a baby daughter, dropped down the rankings, but has now managed to get into the semi-finals of Wimbledon and to face you on Thursday?
Admiration means...
As you gave birth to a baby, admiration, sort of respect or credit or...
Well, a lot of respect. I can only imagine how hard it is, to come back after pregnancy. And yeah, we practiced on the first event this year on United Cup, and Belinda, already seemed like she's ready to be back in the rhythm. But obviously, she needed also some time to play some matches and and schedule it, carefully after such break. But for sure, she has the game to play well here on grass, and yeah, I never doubted that, she can't come back after pregnancy. She seems like she's in a good mood, and she's playing well.
Charlie?
Well done, Iga. Just wondered, today there were a few moments where it looked like maybe your opponent was coming back into it. There were some changes in momentum, but you were able to kind of stay calm and, not panic. Just wonder how important that's been, and whether that's something you've been kind of conscious of, that when there are changes of momentum, not to kind of change your game plan.
Well, obviously, if your opponent is winning like 2 games in a row and it's breaking you back, you need to change something, because you can't let her, keep winning. So I just know that what I need to do, and I try to focus on that. And yeah, it's not easy, like having a breakup and then losing it, but she also knows how to play. It's not like I should take it for granted and expect that I'm gonna win easily, because for sure it's not the case. So yeah, like anytime the momentum changes, you just need to get back to work and do something better. That's it.
Ben?
Congratulations. I remember a couple of years ago when you weren't feeling as comfortable on grass, when we asked you about having won juniors here before, you said, oh yeah, but the conditions were different and it didn't really count the same as grass. Now that you've won juniors, now that you're in a Wimbledon semifinal, do you think maybe you were just good on grass all along and just sort of in denial about it? Because these are pretty undeniably good results.
Well, I did it on purpose to prove that I'm bad,
No, I'm just saying, it just seems like you have actually done a lot of good things on grass in your life, the beginning and now in the present too.
I for sure feel like all these years on grass helped. It's not like I would win the pro tournament with my junior game. So for sure I needed some time to learn and to just get better. And yeah, I was saying from the beginning that like this year that I won juniors was super hot. It was like the grass was already not a grass, it was more clay, you know. So it was a bit easier. Than I remember playing first round next year against Golubic, and the grass was like so long, it was totally different, like a totally different tournament, you know. So yeah, like winning junior Grand Slam is great, but you need to keep working, you know.
Maybe you're just more comfortable with second week conditions at Wimbledon where there's more grass worn away.
I don't know, because I haven't played a lot of second weeks, so.
Just here in the middle.
Hi, Iga. Design here from Quarter Shot. Would you like to hear another record?
Sorry?
Would you like to hear another record?
You're gonna tell me anyway, so just shoot.
You're the first Polish player in the Open era to make the women's singles semi-finals in all 4 Grand Slams. What does that mean to you?
Means a lot. Well, I don't know. I would just repeat my answer from yesterday or like 2 days ago. Well, I'm just happy. I'll try and go for more.
We've got time for a couple more in the English, just at the back here.
Hi, Iga. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Kind of just picking up what you mentioned there about it being a hot year when you won in juniors. I was thinking, I know the weather can really affect how the grass feels beneath your feet. It has been a relatively hot, dry Wimbledon this time. Has that helped you from the start feel a little bit surer of your footing, like less worried about injury, just more confident moving?
Well, it was hot for first 2 days, so, and then it was raining, so I wouldn't say it was completely constant, like the weather. But, you know, when you just play well, I guess at the end it doesn't matter, you know. When you play bad, you look at these things and you try to like explain to yourself why was it different or something. But I don't know, I just adjusted well to any conditions that I had on this year on the tournament, and I had the same in Bad Homburg. It was also sometimes hot, sometimes like 20 degrees and a little bit humid, you know. So yeah, no point to overthink that, you know.
Okay, last one in the English here.
Because of previous experiences, both good and bad here at Wimbledon, do you feel a sense of unfinished business? Is that your motivation? Is it your driver?
I haven't thought in about it that way, because I would have unfinished business kind of everywhere, every year, you know. So for sure, I'm just happy that, you know, the work that I've been doing has been, I can like use it now, you know, because that's like that was my goal this year, you know, because I saw how I can play on practice courts. I was just not sure if I can do it on the match court, and I kind of already did. I'm gonna try to, you know, continue that, but you know, unfinished business, like, I don't know, like, you know, guys, that I'm not that kind of person that is like, oh, this year I'm gonna win, you know, or I don't set goals like that. I kind of work just with what I have in front of me, and that's it. So I don't have any thoughts.
Okay.
Have you been reading anything that's been helping you? You talked about how much you like to. You're a big reader.
Yeah, I've been reading. I started some fiction book by Elena Ferrante.